What are your thoughts on music and being creative by mixing songs and creating the same magic people feel when talking about space?
I haven't thought about this, but I do believe that creativity is behind engineering. Usually what happens for an engineer is that you have a problem and you need to solve a problem, and you have to think on a different level. You have to think completely differently in order to solve it. And as a matter of fact, when we run into trouble is because of lack of imagination. We are not usually capable of thinking of something that hasn't happened before and imagining how that could happen and how to solve it. Now, this creative process can be taught. If you try to think outside of the box, if you put yourself outside and think, okay, what am I looking at and what could happen that changes and it transforms, and what could the result be? Now, if you put that into the creative process of an artist, then you have a completely different perception, because an artist comes from zero, from nothing, and comes out with a product that is completely out of his imagination. And if you can take different products and mix them together and come out with something new, it's a very, very different kind of imaginary or creative process. So I'm curious to see it. It's something that I never participated in. I'm not necessarily a very creative person, and so I'm curious to see how this process involves parts of me that I've never used before.